The first £10,000 is the hardest money you will ever save. Harder than the second 10,000. Harder in every way that matters than the first million. Because at the very bottom, you are climbing with no rope. Depending on which survey you trust, somewhere between 1 in 10 and 1 in 6 adults in this country currently have nothing saved at all. Not a small emergency fund. Nothing. This is the story of the climb out of that, pound by stubborn pound, and why the ground gets easier under your feet the higher you go. Stage 0. Empty. The account reads nothing, and you already know it, which is why you don't look. This is not a moral failing. It is arithmetic. When the money in equals the money out, a savings balance is simply the gap you don't have. And roughly 2 in 5 adults are within £1,000 of that line. One bad month from zero. The cruelty of the bottom is that it has no momentum. Nothing is working for you. Every pound you will ever put aside from here, you must carry up by hand. So you carry the first one. Stage 1. £1,000. It doesn't sound like wealth, and it isn't. But it is the single most important number in this entire series, because it is the moment the account stops being a wound and starts being a flaw. £100 a month gets you here in 10 months. It feels like nothing is happening, and then it has happened. At a sensible 4%, that 1,000 throws off about £3.30 a month. The price of a coffee, earned while you sleep. Laughable. Keep laughing. That £3.30 is the first evidence you have ever had that money can work instead of you. Here is the part nobody films. Between the first 1,000 and the 10th, almost nothing visible happens. At 100 a month, £10,000 takes 100 months. Over 8 years of doing the dull, unglamorous thing while the world spends. Push it to 300 a month, and the same summit arrives in under 3 years. The maths is not the hard part. The maths is trivial. The hard part is that the reward is invisible and the temptation is not. The line that is widely attributed to the investor Charlie Munger, spoken about dollars decades ago, was that the first 100,000 is the worst, a real grind, and you simply have to get through it. Change the currency, lower the sum, and the truth survives translation. The beginning is the bottleneck. Get past it, and the machine changes gear. Stage 2, £5,000. Now you are quietly in the middle of the pack, among the people who hold any savings at all. This is roughly the typical balance. Something has shifted, and you can feel it even if you can't yet see it. The pot now returns about £16 a month at 4%. Still small, still not paying your rent. But the habit that got you here has hardened into something automatic, and the fear that used to live in the account has moved out. You are no longer one bad month from zero. You are 3 or 4. That distance is not money, it is sleep. Stage 3, £10,000, the hardest climb in the whole ascent, and you have finished it. 10,000 at a sensible 4% pays about £33 a month, a phone bill, a tank of fuel, for the rest of your life, for doing nothing further at all. It will not change your life today. What it changes is the shape of every climb after it, because the 10th thousand and the 11th are for the first time being lifted partly by the money itself, and that is a help you never had at the bottom. For scale, about 1/3 of people saving into a modern pension are still under this very number in their retirement pot. You are not behind. You are through the worst of it. So, The first 10,000 is the hardest, and now you understand why. Not because it's the most money, but because it's the only stretch you climb entirely alone, before compounding wakes up and starts climbing with you. Everyone staring up at the millionaires has the telescope pointed at the wrong end of the ladder. The decisive move was never the last rung. It was the first 1,000, carried up by hand by someone who kept going when nothing seemed to be happening. That someone is you. And the next rung is where the money finally starts pulling its weight. Educational content, not financial advice. Return figures assume a sensible 4%.